Hello, YouTube! It's a very special day. It's the day where we will either reach 1400 Rapid on chess.com or we will go down in flames. I can't tell you what's going to happen because, well, we haven't played the game yet. But we're going to see. So, yeah. As I said, let us see if we can reach 1400 Rapid. I'm terrified. I don't look terrified, but I am terrified. We have the black pieces, and we're gonna play our tried and true Caro Kann here because I want the best chances of succeeding. So, we have an advanced Caro Kann, a little bit different method of getting there, but it's still an advance. And we'll just go ahead and take. And, okay. And we have the Caro Kann structure. I guess I could play d4. Now we need to take some, like, a lot more time to think. We haven't thought much at all during this. I'm thinking we'll get a fianchetto there, right? I definitely want to take more space, but do I want to take more space yet? Not really. Although, I mean, we could. We could simply take more space right now and put a knight on c6. Or we could wrap our knight around here. But I think, really, c5 is pretty good. They could give us a check there. We can easily block it. Not really concerned with that. Maybe under some sort of weird circumstance, we could even pressure the knight, presuming the knight goes to c3. It's a possibility. Alright, let's go ahead and play it. c5. c5, yeah, bishop b5 from them looks really, really likely, I would say. But we're just trying to take up space. I'm trying to get my knight developed to... That's a weird one. Because now I could even play there myself. I think for sure we're going to play knight to c6, and then we'll see what they do. It's a really weird setup, because now if I wanted to, I could close things up. I mean, if I do or don't, I don't know. We also have this kind of weakness along all the dark squares. Maybe I could take advantage of there. We need to see what they do. I'm sure, like, why would you play b3 if you weren't going to fianchetto? That is a question. But they'll probably have... I mean, otherwise I'm taking on e5 right now. So, I don't know what else we would expect to have happen right here. Oh, geez. As I said, I am nervous. 1400 would definitely be a milestone. And they don't try to stop it. They're just pushing more pawns. I mean, I can take, and then you push. Am I worried? Push there, take, fall back. I'm just up a pawn. I'm just up a pawn. So we'll just go ahead and take that nice pawn, I guess. Still so weird. That also doesn't really do anything. We can either defend it, or we can just move back, or we can move and attack the bishop. That might be an interesting idea. Moving and attacking the bishop. Bishop would have to go back further. But do I get anything out of that? Maybe I do, because this might be a really good square eventually for my knight. Just making position really annoying. I'm not seeing really a downside to that. Yeah, they'll go up there and we'll trade off the bishop. Seems like a thing I would want to do, and then I've got a lot of things aiming around. I think that is what we'll go ahead and do. Alright, so they do that, and I'm going to go ahead and play d6 right away. And I realized this was a pretty fast move, so I will be slowing down from here. Now, it does give them the ability to fix their pawn structure, which is... maybe... is that something I want? I can also go queen to c7 here, I guess. If they don't take. But then if I go queen c7, and they... I mean... it looks good, though, right? Otherwise, can I go here and just threaten that? Maybe. Because I'm threatening that, I'm threatening this. It's curious. Alright, so the two moves we're looking at, I guess, right now are queen to c7 and also knight to f4. Knight to f4 would stop them from castling right away. It's also possibly attacking that. Queen, otherwise we get queen to c7, just forcing the issue. That seems like then we lose a turn. Yeah. I don't know. It definitely seems like we lose some time. But at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. They're not really developed. If they take, I still have then this coming on. I don't know. It looks fine. Maybe people will say, maybe the engine will say, Stockfish will say it's a mistake. But I don't think it is. We'll find out. At the very least, like I said, it could just be considered a loss of tempo. But I still have ideas after this of, you know, if takes, we plop the knight here. Yeah, I don't think they, I mean, they're behind. I need to get more stuff out there. Oh, so now they're saying they're not going to castle on that side. Wow, really? Well, then here to here seems like a thing I do. Now I wonder if I can end up... they're gonna get a pawn. Can I get anything there? Here. But taking doesn't also worry me that much. I mean, I could just go over there like that. That's probably insane. This seems a little bit better, but not really. I like this where it is. I mean, otherwise we could go here. They'd have to go back. Do I even care? I don't think I care. I could castle queen's side as well. Okay, we need to think a little bit. I do think we can definitely get some more pieces in play. Otherwise, something like that. Or do I go back and then go in? That could be an interesting thing as well. That could be, actually. Okay, that could be interesting. Let's go back, and we'll just get in. Unless they move here. If they move there... okay, so we do have maybe... oh, what do we have now? I mean, just getting developed and try to get around like that. And is that really fast? Otherwise, we can just go in, like, here with the queen. And then we're already aiming over there. I don't know right now. I don't know. I do think developing another piece would probably be smart. Developing a piece probably would be intelligent. So let's go ahead. Develop a piece. We're still shooting an arrow down here, which could be good. So here to here, that does get me something. Or do we do anything else? I don't see if there's anything faster. Go here. Try to get over to F4. So we definitely have some threats. This is a nice bishop. I really like that. Yeah, our king's safe for now, I would say. You could, I suppose they're going to try to prepare to castle queenside, which looks, about as great as me castling queenside. Doesn't exactly look good. This is definitely, that's definitely looking like the move that I want to play. And then we'll see. It will stop them from castling, though, because if they move their queen here to castle, then this would fall. So it will delay them from castling just by a little bit. But we'll see. I've never had this position before. I'm certain of that. This has been a really wild sort of position. So, we know what we're doing if they try to move the queen out of the way. If they do anything else, we'll have to think. We'll have to take a long think, you know. Here, we also have the possibility of them playing rook to g3 then. And do I care initially about taking there on, do I care about taking that bishop? Ugh. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to castle soon myself, I think. Because I just need to connect the rooks so that I can do some more threats over there. Because I think if we play knight to to f4, I do think we're gonna have to castle and get a knight, or get a rook over here on the g file, and then just try to control the g file since it's the only open file. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. They don't have to play that way. They could do a pawn break or something. That's definitely a possibility. I don't know if I like a pawn break from them. You could do something like this. And that would be annoying. I think, because if they open up the C file, that gets really, really annoying. Especially if I want a castle. It gets super, super annoying. They're definitely taking some time to think about it, which makes me think that no matter what, when it gets to my turn, I should at least take a minute or so. I shouldn't do any snap judgments, you know? Presumably, if they're thinking so long, they're gonna find something really good. They're gonna find something that I haven't thought of. And I guess it's a double-edged sword, you know? They could try to push one of these pawns, but also their king also isn't castled? Oh, they're playing back there. Okay, well, that is definitely something that I'm looking at, then. Okay, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing. And now I imagine, okay, they're going over. But now maybe there to there could be a possibility, unless I just go straight well, like, no, I can't do that. I don't really want to get that pawn, because it doesn't help me, you know? Otherwise, we can go over here. But that also, I don't feel like helps me. This, I do feel like has a threat. It has a couple threats, I feel like. Otherwise, rook here on an open file, but that also doesn't really carry that much of a threat. I think we're gonna get our our knight plopped on f4. We wanted that anyway. Actually, this is smothered mate. We're threatening a smothered mate. That's crazy. Yeah, we're not just threatening this sort of shenanigan. We're threatening right here now a smothered checkmate. So if they do anything silly, it's a smothered mate, and that would be a heck of a way to roll into 1400, and it is. Oh my god. I've never had a smothered mate before. This is my first time doing a smothered mate on anyone, and it happened bringing us above the threshold of 1400. Oh my goodness, you guys. We did it. We got past 1400. I mean, we have to go a lot higher than that to make our end of the year goals, but still, this feels like, oh, this is huge. All right. Oh, I'm shaking a little bit. Let's take a look at the game review and see what they thought. They being Stockfish, because, yeah, I don't know why I'm calling Stockfish a they, but we got 90.7% accuracy. 90.7. That's the way to do it. We are rolling now. Crazy. All right, let's go into the review here. Look at that graph. Look at that graph. Oh my goodness. Oh, that graph is so lovely. All right. So we had a Caro-Kann. It's sort of the advanced Caro, but starting with knight to f3. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Here, let's switch over to the analysis. All right, best move is just to take. That kind of stems out of blitz, I guess, because it's just the feel-good move, you know? I feel like I could go back to h5, route the bishop to g6, but this was just fine. Double pawns is a choice. I don't know what they were... This opponent played really odd, I will say. Like, is this just, you know, how people over in the Netherlands play? I don't know. But we got our Caro-Kann. Another weird move, b3. I felt like, why would you play that unless you're just trying to fianchetto, and why weren't you doing anything in the center? Yeah, just everything so far is good from us. I mean, taking there was the right move. Obviously, free pawn. Good move. Good move. Good move. Okay, so I thought that Stockfish might say that c7 was a mistake or just an inaccuracy, wasting time, but it liked it. Alright, that was good. This was a good move. Best move. Bishop, okay, so this was just kind of okay. Bishop h6. It liked knight h6 better. Makes sense. Getting the knight developed right now and getting some more pieces into play. Instead, we kind of did it in the opposite order. Yeah, this plan we had of getting our knight over here was pretty good. Knight on f4. I mean, as soon as they doubled the pawns, I thought this was going to be a really good square for the knight. And it turned out it was a good square for the knight. Especially right now. I still can't believe it. I cannot believe that we got a smothered mate. For the first time we did a smothered mate, and it was to bring us across the threshold of 1400. Just crazy stuff. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, follow me, comment, do all those things so that the engine, what am I talking about now? So that YouTube knows that you appreciate me and my content is valued and all that good stuff. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye-bye!